Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Stupid is the Norm, the channel where we demonstrate how to become a millionaire in 10 years whilst earning only minimum wage. And in this video I want to explain to you the danger you expose yourself to by not owning assets. You will own nothing and be happy. Well, so said Ida Orkin of the World Economic Forum. And what is the World Economic Forum? Well, their own definition is that it's an international organization for public and private cooperation, and it's funded by over 1,000 global enterprises. Conspiracy theorists will tell you that it's part of a global cabal that runs world affairs. More independent commentators would say its purpose is to promote the shared ownership principles, where people, instead of owning stuff, instead of spending large amounts of capital, rent it when they need it. Now, if you want to think something like a library or perhaps a car rental organization. Well, that actually sounds quite good, doesn't it? Because you wouldn't have to spend large amounts of capital just to have something sit. For instance, a car. I have a car sitting outside here. I'm looking at it right now. It's sat there. Well, it's my wife's car, actually. I don't own a car other than the taxi I drive. But I don't know what it's worth. 15,000, 20,000 pounds, and it's sat outside the door for 23 hours a day. So that sounds quite good, rather than spend large capital just to rent it. But then who actually owns the stuff? You know, if you're just renting it, who owns it? Now, in theory, the World Economic Forum say that would probably be non-profit organizations. But with the World Economic Forum being funded by large corporations, well, how likely does that sound? Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but you know, in the balance of probability, I would come down on the side of profit-making organizations running the thing, not non-profit making organizations. Now, let me be clear, the World Economic Forum has no power, but it's massively influential. World political leaders are regular visitors and speakers at their events, and well, you know, political parties need funding, often by the large corporations who need legislation passed in their favour. Which brings me to a video by one of the WEF members, a guy called Ida Orkin, who said that in the future, people will own nothing and be happy. Now, that should send shivers down your spine. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Orkin, but you're too late for me because I already own 5 houses and I intend to acquire more. But where do you stand on the ownership ladder? Do you own your own house, or are you saving up to buy that first house? If it's the World Economic Forum's intention to make populations happy that they own nothing, shouldn't you be running as fast as you can in the opposite direction? So if you don't own property or shares in companies, I would ask you with renewed focus to look at ways to acquire more of them. Can you cut costs somewhere? Can you invest more money somewhere? A world where ownership is concentrated in the hands of fewer people and more in the hands of large organizations whose intention is to increase profit massively is not an ideal world for your children to live in. You need to own assets, property or shares. Do it today. Don't be stupid and don't be normal.